Yo, what's good, Pippin Day family? Ollie Trades here, and right now we're going to be doing a live trade recap. I just took two trades that both got stopped out break even, and I just hopped in another trade. So let's get right into this. My whole bias behind this was when I went to ForexFactory.com, I had initially seen we had retail sales for the Australian dollar come out positive, right? So the previous was 0.1%, forecast was 0.4, and the actual was 0.6. So increase in the economy, growth in the economy. I'm already thinking bullish Australian dollar. Now, I ended up taking these Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar buys. You guys can see touch, separation, touch, separation, touch, separation. And essentially, I ended up trying to target this level here on the hour. Kind of where there's like equal highs over here. And it ends up not respecting that level, right? So it ends up using this order block over here. And this is kind of where I messed up, is I got a little bit greedy on this order. So if you guys think about it, this isn't the most important news. The bigger picture news for the Australian dollar, and this is where I kind of had to sit back, reflect, and analyze where I went wrong, is if you guys go like this and you check previous data, right? So yes, there was growth in the economy, but overall their inflation, which the report came out last week, did not grow, which is important. So this, if you guys look back, is an order block printed after that news release happened, right? So this is a very strong level. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, I should have known to get out right here, but what I should have done in this trade is seen once we rejected there and then came all the way back up and respected this as another order block and then started to reject down, I should have been out of this trade right about here for a little 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that because we analyzed the data. We took a very probable setup. I got out at break even, and you guys can see how it just completely melted. Break of dynamic liquidity, there was a retest there, boom, melted straight down. Now I couldn't catch this move, but what I did notice is, hey, I was not only in these buys, but I'm going to show you guys I was also in odd CAD buys. So once again, it was a very similar setup. You guys can see touch separation, touch separation, touch separation, and I want to pull up my exact entry just so I don't mess this up for you guys, but I believe it was somewhere right around this area over here. If I go put my long position, I believe it was at 130. Or this one was actually at, yeah, if I'm not wrong, it was at 105. So very, very clean entry off the rejections over here. Stops tucked right at this level over here. And I wanted to just continue that movement higher. Now, one important thing that was a good confluence for me to enter the buys was that the market did gap. So once the market filled in that little gap that we had, I moved my stops to break even on this trade, and I just wanted to make sure I'm protecting myself. I'm not getting into anything too risky, especially because it wasn't that high of impact news. Now, once again, guys, what I should have done, which I failed to see, is price comes all the way back down, comes all the way up, and then respects this candle here as an order block. So overall, I think the bigger picture on the Australian dollar was that it was bearish, right? And that's what I kind of failed to see. And once we had that break of structure right here, I should have been out of this trade for a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Still a very clean setup. But what I did actually manage to do on this one is I was like, hey, since this is moving in a very nice fashion, if I check for any CAD news today, let's just make sure that we're safe. Today is December 2nd. So there is no CAD news for us, right? And I was actually able to get in on these little bit, on this little sell over here. I debated hopping in on a more aggressive sell at this level here, but I didn't take it just because I don't really feel like we actually pulled back up to retest this level. But what I did do is right when I saw that we broke under this trend line, I said, okay, now I got to think for my real lows, real highs and stuff. And I also have to look at basic market structure. So if this is the leg that pushed us up before we broke under, then there's no reason why price should break above this leg again, right? Because if we really are moving bearish, it should just create a lower high and then a lower low. Now, you guys can see that pretty much played perfectly on odd NZD, which I didn't take, but I'm replicating that same formula for odd CAD and seeing, will I actually be able to catch a good move? And it's a 1-to-1.5 risk to reward ratio roughly, trying to target that level there. I could try to target the entire move down, But that honestly depends on how everything breaks, the volume I get, the news releases that happen. Like, I don't want to carry this into another session. I'm just looking to catch a very decent intraday move, take my profits, and leave. So I hope you guys learned something from this little breakdown. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. The entire Trading is Conceptual series has been filled with gems. Make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't, to like this video, and to comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And if you guys want to build a real fundamental edge where I guarantee profitability alongside my team and I in 75 days or less, make sure to click the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.